There's so much pressure in the system.
That's why we ain't doing no business, we can't go in the washroom.
Mr. Seems as if you've decided to sell. Do you mind if I ask her why?
The company wanted to take in charge and leave us
So
to
they want to
suffer.
throw us out
Throw us out and bring us investors.
We asking the solicitation of the whole general public to support the vendors. Because it's in the interest also of the vendors we are campaigning. Because the manager, Farouk Shat, who manage here, asking us to sell for $12 and $15. And look at the economy. Look at the state of this economy. Can we push this on the poor people? We don't think so. So all this we are campaigning for. Boss, I want it to be 70 million, boss. My boss 70 million because too much of pressure right now.
Too much pressure. Too much pressure for us. We need help down here. Trust me, we seriously need some help down here. We are under too much pressure. Too much pressure, they killing we. They want we send we children in school. They want we feed we children them. Like they want we go on the street and rob and kill and we in the panda. We working for honest dollar and we too much pressure, too hard. We got into too much overbearing and yes, we got into them thing, you know. But we fed up now, we had enough, we can't do it no more. We can't do it no more.
So they over 30 something years now. And this is the hardest time I ever feel. Too much pressure. We used to pay $15 to our back to go per we stall. Now we have to pay 20. We don't pay 20. No, we have to pay $20 at evening time. For ice up with fish, now we have to pay $25. Now they're telling we now wanna 50, like under 50 pounds, we got to pay for half back with $10. From 51 pounds go up, we have to pay a whole box $20 to bring about the next morning. You understand? Fish market don't pay nothing. They get free ice, they get free stall. We have to pay free stall, we have to pay for ice and everything for come.
Mostly every day I have rent a counter and no scale. I have pray for somebody don't come for sell fish, forget a scale. Sometimes I pay $80 and all that, and still 100 pounds of fish is the most I could buy. And when I have buy that day and give them the price, when I done, them they get all my profit and I have still dip in my business money for give to them. I ain't gonna get nothing from me and my son. So how I gonna make it in life? That ain't right. That ain't right.
But now that you're striking, you're not making any money at all?
No, I go for this so-called the little thing I have, I know I can hold on that. But if I do what them they do, I go end up with nothing. Nothing. I strike in for a reason. I am just striking. I strike him for a reason. It is not right. Them they can't come and just demand sting and we are just do like that with them. It is not right.
So how long do you intend to strike?
Well, if I so, if we go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are still for right. We stand up for we right. We not hungry and we can't tell you hungry. You understand? We can't tell you hungry. That's too much pressure. We have children who feed. We have children who feed Kent and Charles. We have people walking with me. As well about light bill, we have light bill too. And we want minister, support the citizens who come down here to help we. We want them. I don't beg like a dog. We call like a pit in the egg now. We begging. So what the citizens come down to help we. Some help, we can't stand it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is from Kingstown Fish Market. From today Monday, this is the price for fish because the government of St. Vincent forced us to sell fish at this price. Because they're trying to raise all the fees on us, saying the water bill, the light bill. What is the government substituting for the market? We as poor people, we can't go sell fish for $15 a pound. We sell at 7, poor people ball. We sell at 10, poor people cry. Now they want us to sell at $15. They want to kill poor people. And if we have to sell fish for $15, they're going to profit us. We're going to make no money. Because $15 a pound. If we sell at $15 a pound. And people hardly going and buy fish. Because if we buy fish and people ain't coming to buy fish, we ain't going to get them sell. And they're just going to do it. So we're going to have to pay the storage that they implement on us. They want us to pay storage for everything. They raise the fee, the ice, the water. They even put locks on the pipe. If we're not selling, we can't go and get some water to drink. We can't go and wash my hands. We can't even use the toilet. They're cheating us like every... I can't go in a house, I can't go no more. Go buy somebody else. Thank you very much.
So that's why we are demonstrating.
I ain't talking to you. Why are you talking? You see, you want to go to before you talk.
I sell labor now.
Let me say, it's not about labor and NDP. It's been livelihood we're talking about. Yeah?
Eat bread and butter.
What up, what you want it?
Eat bread and butter. We want to raise the bottle price to from $5 to $10 a bag to bottle.
The minister fisheries, support the Caesar.
So both the Caesars need to come to see the vendors and the fishers. And he refusing.
And the situation of the other day, he come on the floor with 5 other men, not you?
Yes. I did fish market since 2002. You understand? I am vendor. But every time, first time they used to like, if they're going to raise something, they'll have like a meeting. They're supposed to let me know what they're going to do. You understand? But then they're doing the things now and they're involving nobody. You can't tell me today now you just go and have a meeting, you go and you raise things and you ain't talk to the vendor and you just come and put up paper just so. Eh? You're paying for counter, they don't charge one money, just reselling they charge one money, they come now raising it again. You're paying for ice, no you can't use the counter without they're locking up the pipe for them. You have to pay now to get the pipe open. It's real over when there's too much pressure with that now.
$30 for the stall, $15 for the storage, and $15 for the ice. Now it's $25 they say they want for the ice. Sometimes you have $3 for the fish, right? You're going to have to buy $2 for the ice. That's $50. Then stall, $30, that's $80. Right? The 3 boxes, storage for the 3 boxes at $20 a box. That is $60, so that's $120 gone. And remember, you only get $2 half a pound of fish, right? So if you get 100 pounds of fish, you only have $200 to work with. Okay, you have to pay the fishermen $800 up front to get the fish. Dolphin and tuna, $8 a pound. Right? Now the cocoa thing that's selling now, you have a glut on the market right now. That's the only fish you could get a fish you buy sometimes $5, sometimes $4. And you see vendors ain't cheap to the fishermen because vendors selling that same cocoa 3 pounds for $20. Right? The people no maths. You can see much profit you're making off it. You're not making a lot, but yet you have to pay all your expense for the day out of that same money. Right? So I don't know how come they're saying that they think vendors are making so much, you know, unless the people think that the accountants, you know, he don't know maths.
Now that you strike, you're not making any money.
No, we provide the kind of way too, because hey why we provide the kind of way here. Then they want to try to run the market and they seem like if they try to show the vendors or to control the market by themselves, but we there a long time. We have family to feed the same way too. But if they continue doing these things, then how we supposed to make it to feed our children them? Them they making them, they get them the daily income and them this income not set at by the month or by the fortnight. Them ain't paying for nothing in there now. Them ain't paying for nothing in there. We the one who paying. You understand? Everything is where we paying. Them ain't paying on free. Everything them they getting for free. So the pressure down too much when we
protesting here today because of the raise of prices. You know, both on the vendors and the fishermen. I don't see the need for all this high price raising. I mean, sometimes, you know, you could raise up a little $1, $2, but this kind of high almost double some of the prices. Look like the small fishes from $8 to $15. How could the beach chain owners continue to operate in the system? And they are pricing us. Maybe they want to outprice us and bring in their own workers and push out the vendors. That's what they're hoping to do. But we are going to stay here and we are going to protest until this thing is done. Even though maybe the police have to come in and do something because We are planning even to even try to lock down so that somebody in authority could come and listen to us and speak with us. The minister, Sabato Caesar, is the one who encouraged us to be organized as a vending park so that we could operate this section of the fish market. The people who were there that Sabato was supporting, they criticized them and run them so that Import Warehouse could take over. And now Import Warehouse take over. What the condition we meet in? You know, so we can't really take it. It's really overbearing. We don't want to really say protest because of protest, but because of the rise of prices and the condition, we have to protest. A lot of things going on that sometimes you don't even hear about publicly, and we have to agree with it. So we need somebody in authority to come and hear our voices too.
For the days that you're not selling, you're losing income.
You're not making anything. But we decide to sacrifice because we know what's going to happen. When you take the fish and you have your fish in the company and the consumer can't buy it, right? What's going to happen is dead stock you have. Dead stock. After a couple of days, if fish spend 5 days in ice, after 5 days, that fish, you have to freeze it, right? And I think it's in good condition.
Strike is on.
We have workers to work already. So when we have to buy 100 pounds of fish and 115 that's come out every morning, we're fully. Sometimes we can't get the 100 pounds of fish and put it in. We have to carry them down to US man and them and all. We don't pay for US man and for us to be fish at them. The thief where we fish around there and give other people to sell. Sometimes when you come out the morning time, evening time now when we count with money, we say boy, things short. Not knowing around that short from and we blaming other people around here. You understand? So too much pressure can't turn too much.
And sometimes they want to control us like every children in this market. They want to tell us what to do. They want to tell us where to go. They want to tell us what to drink. We must drink. We can't drink anything of our choice. We can't have the... Sometimes we get if we buy a soft drink, they take them and throw them away. When we buy when we own money. Those things are not right. Sometimes we sell and we ain't get no scale to our fish on. Sometimes some of we have to sell without scale. Those things are not right. Right now because we are protesting, they tell us we can't use the washroom. Now you got a bottle of water they want to give us. We have to go buy our water outside at this market. So I think all those things are right. Oh God, it's pressure upon us. We need help.
How long have you been vending?
I've been vending from since about 7 years now. I must be the youngest vendor. 7 years. And this is the hardest time we ever feel.
Fake news. Fake news.
Can't bear the skin. What bear the skin? Remember, all of them can't come on here. They don't know nothing about the life going. All of them working for his room. They can't come money. A man like you that, so they end up come out and support fishermen. But you're against fishermen and vendors because you talking the stupidness. Well, we support all the self-block follow on right because the pressure is on the other side too.
I'm speaking to you.
I'm speaking to you. On the other side too.
You. All the inherited most.
Most like what?
All the buying a tuna fish, tuna, and still resting tuna them by the scale with belly weight and what? And you get from we sell. You. Who much coming out?
You want to know what's coming out? You know what's coming out? You sell the market up, and the same thing. You want to watch it? What about $6
pump for two.
What buy the for you? What buy?
Kingstown Fish Market, that's a division of the agricultural input warehouse. And we know that there has been an increase recently in certain services and goods provided by the input warehouse, by the fish market. First of all, the fish market loses money every single month. The dance, can't pay for the light. Up to last year, the end of last year, the fish market lost $300,000. Again, audited accounts show it. At least the draft audited accounts. Nearly $30,000. In fact, a month, $25,000, $30,000. There has not been an increase for goods and services there. Certainly for over 10 years, might be 15, that has been advised. Let us look at the increases. The Blackfish room rental still remains at $10 per person daily. Cleaning room fee moved from $15 to $20 per day. And the reason for this, there's an increase in the price of the water expenses and cleaning and sanitizing supplies, such as chlorine tablets, bleach, and other detergents. The drains need to flush often because of the increased amount of fish scales, especially those coming from the redfish. The counter fee was $30, it remains $30 per day. The processing was $75 per hour, it's now $100 per hour. And this is a result of the increase in electricity due to the operation being done in a temperature controlled environment. Gilling, $10 per person daily, same thing. Water was $10 per gallon, is now 20 because the increase cost paid by the company for water usage. The docking fee remains the $75 nightly. The docking fee for the small boats, it was $30, is now $20. The great tub rental used to be $50, is now $25 per day. Initially, the charge of $50 was paid by individuals or groups who rented the bins and removed from the compound to the grenadines. This has ceased since the bins were sometimes not returned to the department. The $25 is charged, is now charged to fisher folks who require the rental of bins overnight for overnight use on the compound. The purpose is for fishing vessels that return with their catch later than when the market is in operation. Landing toll. The inshore pelagics like jacks, robin, ballyhoo, sprat, and dodger, it was 10 cents a pound, it's now 15 cents a pound. The demersal fins, that is fish like snapper, hine, and butterfish, was 10 cents per pound, it was 20 cents a pound, sorry, it's now 30 cents per pound. Other demersal ones like old wife, cavalli, and snook was 10 cents, is now 15 cents. The offshore pelagic, like dolphin, tuna, skipjack, kingfish, was 20 cents, moved to 30 cents per pound. The seine cod, tuna, and skipjack, 10 cents to 15 cents a pound. That's the landing tool. The storage fee for lobster was 40 cents per pound. Daily is now 50 cents. For the conch, it was 40, it's now 50 cents per pound daily. The storage fee for the big box them used to be $15 per night, is now $20. The storage fee for half a box used to be $8, is now $10. The ice, when they sell the ice, the small bag for the ice was $8.70 for it, is now $11. The half box of ice used to be $11.60, is now $13. Block ice was $11.75 each, is now $15 each. The vending ice in the stall used to be $15 per box, is now $20. The large bag of ice was $16.25, is now $21 per bag. The ice for the fish storage was $20 per box, is now $25 per box. The ice box off the compound was $30, is now $35. The bucket for ice was $5.80, is now $7. Now, the disposable hat was $1.30, it's now $2 each. And the cutlass file used to be $10, remain $10. And the sale for the ice has gone up because the electricity cost has gone up. That's the principal reason. Now, I ask on an annual basis what this would bring in. They said on an annual basis about $75,000. So you're still losing, even when you put up these, over $200,000 based on last year's figures. Now, the truth is this, that what I'm saying here should have been spoken about by the staff at the fish market. You didn't have to wait on Patrice Job, who is on holidays, the chief executive officer. But somebody at the fish market should have talked about this, what I'm talking about. You realize? Yeah. You just don't tell people, well, keep nice if you want. You know what I mean? Or words to that effect. I mean, they don't function like that. In fact, I'm going to ask them if, on the landing toll in particular, whether they could reduce the extent here, you know, for some of the types of fish. I'm not saying it's not reasonable enough. You see, I've been watching this fish market. I can understand, and overall with the input warehouse, you could maybe stand losses of $15,000 a month. But when you reach in 25 and 30, it starts to squeeze you more because of how things are. So I want everybody to understand the overall approach, the way in which we in the government address these things. The fish market will provide a good service here and improving. And what happened is this, and this doesn't take account. I'm talking about things which are operational. I'm not talking about capital expenditure now. But towards the end of the last fiscal year, into this fiscal year, if you go there, you would have seen we have spent over $200,000 to fix up the yard, some things inside, because we have to spend more money fixing up, because we are going to have a visit not too long from now from the authorities, the FDA. I just want everybody, you notice, I'm a man of reasonableness, always. But persons who are protesting, I'm just asking for them to be reasonable people. by protesting doesn't mean you ain't change the price of electricity. You think the diesel gone down because you protest? You think the water gone down if you protest? You think the chlorine which we import, gone down? Or the bleach or other detergents, you think they gone down? Protest can't bring those down, you know. And now you want to tell me, you get into the hyperbole by saying the fish is $10 a pound, people go have to pay $15. Any of these numbers indicate to you that you have to pay $15 a pound. Because you're moving from $10 to $15. I saw some reports on that. That's a 50% jump. An item with a reasonable size base. $10. No. Papong, you know, everybody must be reasonable. But I express my view, maybe, on maybe some of the landed toll for some of the items now. Would consider doing something about that. But the truth is this: the increases are not unreasonable in themselves. And even with the increases, you're still losing money there. And if you're losing money there, the money has to come from elsewhere in the input warehouse. And then when you input warehouse, using when you know the problem there with the fertilizer. And in order to keep the price with the fertilizer, the central government had to subsidize it. That is to say, who? The taxpayers. So, let's not think that this is something coming from the sky. We have to deal with real issues.
We are put that to say we now want to sell it for $15.
We are put that so we don't want to sell it for $15. We say we want to sell it.
And now we say annually mean a whole 200,000. Look at your math says that.
Are you reading? Too much pressure, we are hard. Too much lie. We can't take it no more. Too much lie.
Who's lying?
In management wrong, they so lying. Say that they're losing thousands of dollars. And when we self-count it up, they're making plenty that they could even give welfare a little inches off where they're making to go to poor people.
How do you know that they're not losing?
Because we contain the who must start using, who must landing too, and who must ice.
But do you know their expenses?
The expensive.
The money when I come out.
They're making enough. And we can't take it anymore. Too much of pressure.
Did you listen to what the Prime Minister said yesterday?
No, my phone ain't have no data. Can't buy no credit today. So I didn't hear what the Prime Minister said. It have others who hear it, so they could explain themselves better than I do. But I didn't hear what he said.
Who heard what the Prime Minister said yesterday?
Me read.
You read what he said. So, what are your comments on what he said? Huh?
The comment the Prime Minister make is not necessary for us. Because you can't hear from from the management of Fish Market, and I hear from the vendors. It come right now, we come as nothing to the Prime Minister. Me come from Barrowly, me put the Prime Minister there for 5 solid terms. And the kind of pressure we Ralph hand on per week. If you check it out inside there, it's almost everybody inside they put Ralph there. We are upset over what he's saying about us. He ever said come down together and join with us and say what belongs to us and what belongs to them. He just can't go on TV news and just send down what he wants to send down to a country. What he's saying is like he wants to put the outsiders of them in poverty, although we done the in poverty already. So I don't like it because I put him there and he's supposed to treat me better. I finish.
Yes. I didn't hear the Prime Minister, so he had for me to comment on what he said. But what I'm hearing from other people, I don't think it is appropriate for the whole of Vinci. The whole of Vinci. Because when you hear what you do with one set of person, you know well your share coming too. Yes. And if you could do your own so and say these things about your own without even consult, send somebody, a minister, or whoever, to hear from the vendor side, then he ain't worthwhile to lead. He ain't worthwhile to lead us.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the president of the Fish Vendors Cooperative, I've heard some issues stated on the television and read it on the news, what the Prime Minister of Siemens and has stated towards fish vendors and fishermen. I have in my hand some calculation of the fees and the costs that we spend per day, per week, per month, and yearly to compare what the Prime Minister said on the TV that the fish market and the industry is losing. And I can outline everything. Well, starting from operating on morning, right? We have like 19 vendors operating, say, approximately every day. And if 19 vendors operate per day, the cost of operating just for the scale is $70 per day, which will equivalent to $1,330 per day. And if you calculate it weekly by using the scale, we pay $7,980 per week. But monthly is $31,920 to operate the scale. And yearly is $383,040. That's for using the scale. For icing of the fish, the ice that we buy from them to store the fish, we have to buy half box of ice. Well, normally they charge us $20 per box. 100 pounds of fish, all in one box, we have to use half box of ice. And the half box of ice is $10. And if 19 persons buy 100 pounds of fish at $10 per box, that is $190 per day. If you check it by the week, it's $1,140. If you go by the month, it's $4,560. Yearly will be $54,720. That is for ice to ice the fish. And some of the days we just buy more because depends on the amount that the fishermen catch. That's the least I give you. Talking about the storage now of the fish. Each vendor had to pay per night $15 for one box of fish stored at night. And if 19 vendors operate, we pay like $285 per night. If you go weekly, it's $1,710. Monthly, $6,840. Yearly will be $82,080. Right? And going on to the fishermen, I'm gonna say, because they say that they're not making no money, they're losing like $300,000 per year, $30,000 per month. And this is landing too now, which when the fishermen catch the fish, they come with the fish, they have to pay 15 cents. Before the new fee go on, they charge them 15 cents.
Per pound?
Per pound of fish.
20 cents.
20 cents for big fish.
20 cents something.
Okay, 20, well, may get Thomas 15, so let me just put Thomas 15.
Okay, well,
right?
Well, 20 cents for big fish.
Okay. So, approximately 2,000, 3,000 pounds of fish does land here every day. Every fisherman had to pay
15 cents per pound. Say 2,000 pounds of fish land per day. That's $300 each fisherman compared together have to pay per day. If you check it up weekly, that's $1,800. If you check it up monthly, that's $7,200. Yearly will be $86,400 for landing of fish from the fishermen at 15 cents per pound. And the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not coming on here to hear our views and hear our ideas. The management trying to force us to sell fish to the public for $12, $15, which we know as vendors it is very hard to sell a pound of fish for $15. We try to negotiate with them. He said he can't do nothing to that. So we tell him to go to the board, who he is under.
You talk about the manager? The
manager, which is Mr. Shat. We tell him to go to the board which he under, which is Agriculture Import Warehouse, to notify them that that is very hard for us to pay those kind of fees. He said he can't do nothing to that. That's why we're trying to demonstrate so that the public can come and give us some assistance and some help. So Mr. Chance, if you check it out yearly, from storage of the fish, from icing of the fish, from using the scale per day, and from the landing of the fish from the fishermen, it equivalent to $606,240 per year. That's my addition I have. I go to my table and I add it up. Look at here in my hand. And I want the nation to know that whatsoever the Prime Minister said on the TV or the radio, it is not true. We're feeling a lot of pressure down here.
But the thing that you haven't factored in is the cost that the fish market. Do you know how much you pay for electricity? Do you know how much you pay for water?
Well, when the manager called us in the office, I went and other two members of my board, and he gave us the memo and state that he had to raise the fee because the light bill, the electricity bill and the water bill raised. Which he had to pay like $50-something thousand for the electricity and $30-something thousand for the water bill. And the maintenance is $100-something thousand. Like to fix the machine where we store the fish and the ice and everything. That's what he told us. Remind me what you say.
Most of the costs is input warehouse cost, the vendors cost. You know? So when you raise all the costs on us, then what input warehouse costs? How much input warehouse is spending on their own? Different to what vendors factor in. What you saying is what vendors factor in.
Well,
but input warehouse had the ice machine running for themselves. They had the storage running for the chill room running for themselves. They have blast room running for themselves. Even when I say making, I say selling, they have two more other ice room running. That is not on behalf of the vendors. You know. So they're selling them things to themselves. So we ain't know the cost for those things while they produce and sell for themselves. Because we don't know the cost where they're doing to run their part of business. So they're running the part of business. So this here is only our part of business the president trying to outline there.
So in essence, are you saying that you think that the part of the business that relates to fish vending is profitable for the
That's what I'm saying, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if every day we come and we buy, see, mostly on evening we buy the fish, right? We can buy 100 pounds of fish. And tomorrow we come and we go to operate, we have to pay them $115 before we started to operate. And the 100 pounds of fish that we pay them to operate, if we come today and we ain't sell the fish, even if we sell one pound or if we sell 50 pounds, and we put them back up in the storage, we have to buy the same ice to store them again, pay the same storage tomorrow to take them out and still operate the scale to sell the same fish for the same price, the same $115. So even when we buy 100 pounds of fish and we only can make like say $200 profit and we have to give them $230, what business is there for us?
You guys are into the third day of striking. I mean, over the last 3 days, have you made any money?
No, we ain't make any money. We know if we demonstrate because we ain't selling. So if we demonstrate out here, we ain't make any money. But look at their cost too. Their cost is the same running cost. So they ain't making money either. So it's not only we make the sacrifice, but they had the staff and all the other amenities to pay. So they lose them too.
How much longer do you guys plan to continue?
Well, the manager came today and told us that he went to the board and they come up with agreement. So he asked me and 2 of the members to come to see him around 12 o'clock in the office tomorrow so he can tell us what they intend to do. So until we not decide what they intend to do, we're going to strike as long as we can.
So do you think so far the strike has been successful?
Yes, because they're crying out. As we miss a victory, see they're losing because if we ain't work for a month, it's the money that they cause us is what paying the workmen them. The money, government now pay them. The money where they make hay, paying the workers. So if they decide to pressure we and we decide to just stay out for the whole month, 2 months, what will the workers them do? Come and work and not getting paid?
But I guess the market can offer the salts to other vendors.
I don't think that is necessary, it's possible.
Why?
Because we is a cooperative and you can't just, because we protest and we strike, you can't trust out to bring in other people. No, that had to go to a court division to finalize. You can't just show. I mean, they can bring in people to work while we protesting, but when we're ready to sell again, if we decide, well, we're going and sell, if we agree with the fees that they raise or if they drop it down and then we come back to sell, they have to excuse us because that is our livelihood, that is our style from ever since. If you notice on the signboard, when the Japanese refurbished the fish market in 2005, the Japanese state that the fish market refurbished for vendors and fishermen, not the government, because it was here and the government never refurbished it. They never fix it up, never clean it up. The Japanese come and do the offer to us. And they say that the market is for vendors and fishermen.
You guys are renting this service, the facilities from the import warehouse. And they are also selling fish. They're operating a stall.
Yeah, they're competing against us, which is not supposed to happen. Because look, for instance, we protesting and them, they're selling them, they're making money. So all our customers have to go to them there. So if that we protest now for like a week or 2 weeks or a month, them still making money, but it will not equivalent to what they used to make when we was operating.
So do they sell at the same price as you?
Yeah. They're selling at the price that they normally sell, but they want us now to raise and they will still sell at the price that they normally sell.
What I mean, when you guys weren't protesting?
No, they sell at $1 less because when we sell for 10, sometimes they sell for 9. Certain types of fish.
So in a sense they're undercutting you?
They're undercutting us anyhow you turn. Anyhow you look at, they're undercutting us. I don't know if they buy the fish cheaper than us, but when they're selling now less than us, because remember them not paying no storage, them they're not paying nothing for the ice, them they're not paying for the scale, so they can sell it anyhow. Because it's them counter, it's them ice and it's them storage. But we have to pay that every day.
But in true business sense, they should pay. Because they are also running a business, so they should.
Well, it's their company, so we don't know. It's their company.
Because they have a lot of boats coming, like the boats coming from overseas, with like Charles, we bring in fish and they're rushing against we for all. So when they get all now, when they do stop taking every first of the month, they have to carry some in the dungeon to throw away. They can't give poor people them to eat because it kind of looks how they look. It's not for people to eat. So they might give we competition now with the child of them coming here to St. Vincent when they're not supposed to do it. They're supposed to leave us to do that, but then try putting we down on behalf of them.
Other private people come in here and doing their business to ship fish overseas. We ask the manager Why can't they do international shipping? Get into international shipping so that they could bring some foreign exchange to the country also and help to offset the cost that we pay. The manager tell us, well, because there's all of us were there, that she not think it's profitable for she to do that. So how other private people could come in and do that kind of business and they themselves with the capacity they have, with all the staffing, because they have about 20-something employees they have here. So how they can't do international shipping? Why they only depend on the vendors to carry the weight of the market and can't do international shipping? So these are things they have to look into to help out the situation.
Tell Ralph is wicked, you know. 5 years in power, you know. Me do give Ralph, you know. Tell Ralph is a wicked man. Tell Ralph is a wicked man. Ralph never know what not go here. Just a follow one man. You're talking about bleach. Bleach is a secondary matter. You're talking about disinfectant, them the secondary matter. Them could come and sometimes out of fear where them go buy them. And sometimes they never ever use them inside there.
And every day I go buy one job.
Ralph is a wicked man.
What I'm saying, Mr. Chance, how can the Prime Minister go on the television and the radio station and announce to the nation that they're losing a lot of money and he don't know what happened in the market? He don't know how much money they make, he don't know how much money spent. So how can he go on the station, the TV station, the radio station to tell the nation? What I want the nation to know that everything that Ralph Gonsalves said is a lie. It's a lie.
The Prime Minister let me down as a citizen and a friend of my family. He let me down. Look, I can't believe that Ralph will go on the television and say such a thing without investigating it. So, and you used to be the Minister of Finance, huh? And you go and make that kind of mistake. No, you have to do better than that, man. You have to investigate things, and we supposed to use dialogue. Dialogue have to use before you go out and make them kind of statement. Huh? Look at the kind of thing we hear. We know maths. Maths was my best subject in school, right? It doesn't mean because Ralph, because I'm involved in other things, other organizations, that I know what taking place. I know things. I always encourage vendors to write down how much money you spend every day. Put it down inside the book. Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do when you're running business. Yeah, I know every day you're supposed to write everything down, the way the sale and so went and everything in the day. But how could you come out and say these things to the people? And say, there are other people too, other people who know maths just like me, right? So how you do that? You know everybody you know you like, and I ain't gonna hide your fault. Okay, remember I'm a priest, so I ain't gonna hide your fault. I'm gonna tell you if you lie, I will tell you lie. Yeah, and I don't know whether shot them didn't give you the right information, right? But you're supposed to investigate before you go and make that statement.
Prime Minister, a lawyer tongue is abomination to God. Remember you love to quote the scripture, in the Bible, you know. But quote that one day, that's all I have to tell you.
I'm one of Ralph's woman. I've put Ralph there for five-term general. And this kind of stress Ralph have put me into. In next election, he now look for me, now my children are them.
Just say something that you come to a settlement.
Here's something. The red shot not going to be a problem by Facebook.
No, the Prime Minister was here. And that's why you put a man. The Prime Minister here today.
Just give us Saturday. You see next week Saturday? If we don't get Saturday, we don't come out about it.
Yeah,
we don't come out
here.
And they can't come back up close. No. Tell them the truth. We don't tell all them. We ask all them.
No, the point was raised. Watch me. Let me approach it one at a time. One at a time. Let me deal with the issue.
I want to keep on in the head. That we just have to really not have back to some activity.
Right.
All right, I'll let that to you.
All in all, the meeting was a very fruitful one, right? We met with the executive for the Vendors Association, right? We met with they met with the input warehouse and the representatives. Now, what we've decided, right? The decision that we came to is that the landing toll for some of the species, right, would be reduced, right? So what we had increased at 15 cents, we would do at 12 cents, right? And what was increased at 30 cents would be 25 cents, right? Also, the price for the ice that they would be using, right? We put it at a standardized price across the board. So the ice that they will be using to ice the fish and the ice that they will be putting on the stall is one price, standard price.
Can you see what the price is?
Right, the price is $20. Right, so that's what they would be paying.
So have the vendors come? Have the vendors come to a decision about when they're gonna start resume using the market services again?
Well, that's what we're discussing, right? At the moment, many of them, they do not really have any fish, right? And not so much because of the strike, right? But then it's really a slow season for fish, right? Landings and everything, have been done, you know, over the past couple of weeks. They're hoping to resume between, let's say, tomorrow or Monday. More than likely, it would be Monday. They would resume. The expenses, as stated by the Prime Minister, yes, it's true, right? It's true. You see, the thing is, you know, what they didn't really include, right? What the vendors didn't really include, the maintenance cost, right? The maintenance cost, right? That is a significant load, you know, to maintain the equipment in the back there, right? A lot of people on social media, they were getting on, why they don't put in solar panels and that sort of stuff. All those are things that we've discussed. We've discussed changing out all of the equipment, right? But and that was like during COVID time. We were planning to, but then issues with COVID and the war in
Ukraine.
In Ukraine, right? The transportation cost has doubled, right? Fuel and, you know, that sort of stuff. The transportation cost to get the equipment from Japan to St. Vincent, because as you know, right, the equipment they came from Japan, right? So we have to get the spare parts from Japan. So because the transportation cost has more than doubled, what we have to do now is continue using what we have there and get spare parts to, you know, to substitute and to change out. Some of the spare parts, the company actually, because they moved on from that technology, the company actually has to go now and build them for us.
About how much do you pay for water and electricity per month?
I could tell you a lot. Let me tell you something. The electricity bill within the last couple of months, the electricity bill increased by 50%. Right? The electricity bill increased by 50%. You see, the water. What I would like to advocate is for the vendors to be mindful of the water usage, right? Even during the dry season, right? Because I know for sure, because a number of people, they have complained to me, right? Any given day, and especially on the busy days, right? If you come and you stand in the middle of the market and you just look around, you would see some vendors or some of the assistants, right? They have the fish on the boat cleaning and all of that, and the water is just there running, right? So we would like them to, you know, conserve the water. There's a cost. There's a cost to all of this. You understand? As I was trying to explain to them, right? if we have to, let's say, meter all of the pipes, right? If we have to meter all of the pipes for each vendor, notice we open 7 to 7. That's like half day, right? We open 7 to 7, and they are here from that time. Mind you, they're dedicated, eh? They're dedicated to their work. They love their work. They're here 7 to 7. They start operating from 7:30, right? Up until say 5:30 when we're ready to close. And if you check it, you spend more of your daylight hours here than you would spend at home. Okay? So they come and they use up that amount of water. If we have to actually meter the pipes and let them pay their own bill, it would be more than what they're paying for the stalls. And again, the maintenance cost for the stalls, the drain pipes and that sort of stuff, right? But we're also looking at that.
And also to make the point, the fish market uses potable water.
Fish market uses potable water, right? We do not store rainwater to be used in the facility, right? As long as you're dealing with a food processing facility, a food processing establishment, the water always, even the water that you scrub the floor with, even if you see us with water washing the yard, right? At the back there's a fire hydrant, and that's to wash down the compound. That fire hydrant is not there just on the public mains. The fire hydrant is connected to our meter, right? So if when we're doing our general cleaning and that sort of stuff, because you need that amount of water to wash down the building. We are trying to work with the vendors. We're trying to cooperate with them, right? We realize that they are a significant part of the economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They play a significant role in food security, right? Additionally, we realize that in terms of like your nutrition, your diet, and so forth, they play a significant role in that.
All right,
right? And we love them, right? We love our vendors. Of course, I love me.
Right.
All right, Kenta, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Leonard Gabriel, President of the Fish Vendors Association. And as you can see, the conflict that we are in with the management and the staff of Agriculture Input Warehouse that we demonstrate because of the high costs and the high fees that they given to us. So today we came to an agreement to settle the price of the fees, so in order so we can continue and resume our business. They did increase the prices and the fees to 50%, so they come to a conclusion and they reduce it back to 25% in order for we sustain our business. So in order for we sustain our business, we're gonna sell the fish, but we're gonna sell them to a reasonable price that people can still come and buy the fish and everybody be happy. So we're not gonna sell the fish at $15 a pound. Seeing that the management just reduced to 25%, which we still in order to increase in the fees. We're just gonna raise the price of the fish by just like 25%. So we're gonna sell the fish. The most the fish we sell at is $12. Like if it's scarce, we sell it at $12. But when plenty come in, you don't know, you can get it £3.20 or $5 a pound. So the most we're gonna sell fish for is $12. But we're gonna resume from Monday, as the manager said, but we have different vendors have fish. If they want to come tomorrow to resume work, they can resume work. Okay. We don't have no problem with nobody. coming to get water. But you see, I load a bucket and drop it. Remember that's how we reason why you say the water bill high.
It's a
And
chance.
that come as we stars. So I load a bucket and drop when people are coming come full. If a man come with a small bag, they would drink some water.
You are sitting man I'm supposed to thank me, not thank
So I load a bucket
me thank you.
and
You want to help Harry.